Greetings everyone, Joseph James here. It's December 10th, 2009 with your Nightly Newsletter. Hope you guys had a good day today in our live trade room. Before we talk about the trades we took today, let's go over our totals today here. Well, we've smashed the record from last week. Last week was our biggest week of 2009. Didn't last very long, as you guys can see. Of course, here Thursday, we've broken it by more than $400. Our third day in a row today of 100 ticks or more on only 4 contracts. 102 ticks today, guys. 102 ticks here. Keep you guys posted. Tomorrow's our last day of trading. What were the keys to success? We had a couple keys that we had to look for today. Well, we got off to kind of a slow start, so we had to have some patience, right? We didn't see any pre-market trades. Didn't really see anything until almost 10 o'clock this morning. We also wanted to wait for confirmation, right? And this was something that really came up early this morning on gold. We saw a couple patterns up this morning that worked out wonderfully, but we didn't see any confirmation, so we were sitting on the sidelines. And so, of course, we're trying to kind of justify, right, changing our rules or maybe just happen to play a little more aggressively today so we can try to take those trades. Well, what did we see happen this morning? We skipped the first 2 trades because they didn't follow our rules, right? We didn't have the confirmation. We then skipped the next 2 trades, even after we decided, we reminded ourselves we had to keep following our rules because we couldn't curve fit our rules to today's market. And sure enough, the next 2, 3, and 4 trades that didn't show confirmation, they were all losses. So guys, this is how we get into trouble, right? We begin to see the market moving in one direction and we try to change how we are as traders to, of course, accommodate the market. Today, it would have made us money at first, but it would have given it all back. And I think we constantly see that cycle of making a lot of money, then giving it all back. And that will usually come from not following rules and not waiting for that confirmation, guys. We talk about confirmation all the time in our trade room. Now, we made a bunch of money today, guys, around the high of days and the low of days. We'll show you guys a little bit about that in a second. And we use those 2-step patterns, right? When price is bouncing off those high of days or bouncing off the low of days, we look for those 2 steps, the counter trend, the trend reversal trade. So some of the keys to our success today. Almost 10 o'clock here, 9:53 on the crude. Here on the first trade, this was a breaker pattern short. We were coming off the high of the day here at 71.39. As you guys can see, we had the short-term trend here was down. With the short-term trend being down, we broke below this key level of support here, making up our swing low here at 71.15. All right, of course, 9:53, this breaker short, we got filled at 0.10. So 15 was swing low. We got filled at 10s. We got +4 for our first target, 8 tick second target, and of course, we trail our stop for 4 ticks for 20 ticks total, $200 on the first trade, guys. We always love opening up the day with a big 20-tick win because, as you can see, guys, that's a 5% return right there. Now, we weren't done there yet, of course, right? 7 minutes later, we're continuing now with this short-term trend being down. Now, if you guys were with us at this time, we started seeing the market really start to pick up speed here in kind of this sweet spot from 10 to about 11:15 today, right? 11:30. Of course, we finished up the short-term trend here. We broke below another key set of support here, right? Remember, these red lines are going to be automatically added for you, courtesy of your indicator package. The swing low here at 70. We got filled here at 66s and took, of course, first target at +4. Move our stop down to entry, -1 tick. Then we got our, of course, filled there at our -1. Of course, totaling up 10 ticks, +4 and then -1. You got your 10 ticks there, guys, for $100. So we picked up 30 ticks here, guys, in the first 5 minutes coming into this 10 o'clock hour. We weren't done there yet, of course. We had 1 trade here to go on gold. Gold was great to us all week. Really didn't have much going on gold today, though. Pretty quiet all day. But we were able to get this 1 trade here just after 10 o'clock. As you can see, short-term trend, again, is down here on the gold. This, again, is a GC contract, guys, which means NYMEX, right? Not the CME gold, NYMEX gold, GC. We have this red line here, guys, at 27.5. You can see here, okay, marked up automatically for me, courtesy of my indicators, the auto levels indicator. Right below that, of course, we also have our swing indicator that picks up on this swing low at 27s. We break below the swing low, and as you guys can see here, 19 minutes past the hour, 26.8 is our fill, +4, +8. Those are our 2 initial mechanical targets. We then have our stop brought down to entry, -1. And of course, in this case, as you can see, we got the first 2 targets filled relatively quickly, but boy, it just whipped right back up in our faces before we could even trail that stop down. That's exactly why we always tighten that stop up, guys, at the first target. We don't want to give any money back just because we're not quick enough to react to it, right? This is a very good example of this morning. If we would have just lackadaisically moved that stop down whenever we wanted to, we would have been sitting here with a +4, +8, -8, and that's not, of course, what the goal is here. So 17 ticks, of course, on this trade here, $170. Everything's $10 a tick, of course, gold and crude today. So 10:19, we had put, let's see, $470 in our pocket as of 10 o'clock. Going into the 11 o'clock hour, we were back trading crude here. 11:28, 11:30, and 11:33. Now, guys, we had made $470 up until 11 o'clock. And in fact, I'd pretty much written the rest of the morning off until crude oil, after our nat gas inventories this morning, went a little bit haywire. After 10:30, things started moving around. As you guys can see here, 3 back-to-back trades, 28 minutes past the hour, 30 minutes past the hour, and 33 minutes past the hour. Now, here on your screen, guys, you'll see we've only got 2 of the 3 here. Just try to fit them all in. Really didn't have enough room. Of course, if you were with us this morning, though, of course, short-term trend was down here. We broke below this. Of course, this was the close from yesterday, guys, here on the crude. 70.63, 70.62. That was the close. Broke below that. Couple levels of support, as you guys can see here, these red lines, right? We make our swing low here at 54. Now, remember, guys, these 2 trades, 11:28 and then 11:30, were back-to-back. Of course, the first trade here, guys, entry here was at 50, got filled at 50. And then on the second trade, we got filled, I think it was 48. I think it was something like that. I can't remember what it was exactly, but right after it, because what happened was we took the initial breaker. Of course, we got the +4, and then it bounced back up into our stop, which would move down to entry -1. Then more sellers jumped in. Now, this happens all the time because oftentimes what the big move is going to be is not developing yet. And of course, we'll jump in on the original move. It'll move down a little bit, obviously, but it'll pop back up, stop us out, and then we'll watch the rest of the sellers' momentum curling and pointing over, and you'll see that rush of sellers jump in. Of course, there was no denying this one. If you guys were with us this morning, that the time and sales window was flooded with sell orders, big and small. Jumped back in 11:30 here for another 20 ticks. So that's where we got the rest of the profitability here off these 2 trades, 28 and 30 minutes past the hour. And then, of course, finishing it back up. Like I said, right, we're talking about the keys to the success today. The high of day and the low of day coming off of the extremes. Another example, guys, I will sell into the low of the day. Of course, as long as we have enough room to get it done, follow those rules. And then looking, of course, above for a 2-step long here, using that low of the day, right, as the support that we need. We take the bounce off the low of the day. We marked up our swing high at 40. Again, everything happens around these red lines, right? We're not taking this stuff in the middle of nowhere. It all has to happen around a red line. As you can see, it just pops up above that red line right here. We got the 40 there, of course, entry there. Got a pretty good fill there, obviously, at the 40 level. +4, +8, +9. That totals 25 ticks. Now, at this point, we really hadn't realized how much money we had made in such a short period of time. Right? You've got 55 ticks there, $550 between 28 and 33 minutes past the hour on crude. What a wonderful day to finish up our day here, guys. Let's prep for tomorrow. Total them up. We got 102 ticks out of the market, and of course, the 3rd day in a row, we've grabbed 100 or more ticks on only 4 contracts. I'm sorry, guys, tomorrow is a Friday. I need to get my head on straight. We are destined for vacation, end of the year here. Friday, December 11th, guys. We've got, of course, kind of a quiet day tomorrow. I'm really not expecting that much, so we're going to load up a bunch of free webinars tomorrow to kind of spend our time wisely. But we've got your usual, guys, 8:20 and 9 o'clock, crude and gold, euro, pound opens up. We've got advanced retail sales at 8:30, guys, but this is not the big one. Okay, this is not your retail sales. This is a survey sales, so it's not going to be the big one at 8:30. 9:30, you get your U.S. market opens up, obviously. We got University of Michigan Consumer Confidence. 9:55 and 10 o'clock, this is where a Friday can really kind of drag on because you're going to be looking at 9:30 U.S. Open, 55 minutes past the hour consumer confidence, 10 o'clock October business inventories. So you're really looking at, if we don't get anything before 9:30, right, stay in bed until 10:05 because it's really there's going to be nothing going on because we're so squished in there with all the news. We really don't know what to expect tomorrow morning, guys. Could be a very good day. Could be quiet, of course, as we get closer to the holiday season here. Tomorrow will be our last day in the room. And, of course, we're going to load up on free webinars tomorrow to finish up 2009. Let's recap. Our live trade room is up tomorrow morning, 7:45 Eastern Time. Come out and join us for our last trading day of the year tomorrow, 7:45. Guys, below this video on our YouTube page, there's 2 links. One for our 12-month track record. The other is for registration for our 3-week trial. We'll do a free webinar tomorrow, guys. Remember, the beginner's course has all of your setups and your entry rules. Guys, tomorrow's our last day of 2009. Can't thank you guys enough for a great year. My name is Joseph James. Thank you so much for your support. Hope the video helps. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Bye-bye for now.